Hey, Christoph here, and thanks so much for selecting me to do this reading for you in this video. We're going to be doing a one question, 7 card reading, and for a limited time, I'm also offering free bonus options that you can add on. In this reading, you chose to add on a 3 card Oracle reading as your free bonus option. Do note Oracle readings, it's like getting advice from the universe or a higher power. We're going to be pulling those 3 oracle cards at the end of the reading. Of course, prior to starting the recording of this video, I did read through all the information that you provided. Thanks so much for providing me with your name and as well your husband's name and the birth date. This will help me to connect to your energy even more. But let's go ahead and get started. Here we go. Of course, my name is Christoph. I consider myself a guide, and my goal here is to read these cards as honestly and as accurately as I can in order to give you the information that you need to make those decisions necessary to move your life forward in a positive direction. Let's take a look at your question here. The question that you have for me is you want to know what's going on in the background with your husband as well as your relationship. Let's take a look at this. We're going to do this reading from your husband's perspective. So we're going to see how your husband is thinking about things, what your husband may be processing, emotions your husband may be processing, or maybe even plans that your husband is thinking through. Let's pull those 7 cards for you right now. Of course, the way this is going to work, I'm going to flip over each card one at a time. With each card I flip over, I'm going to give you a brief description of each individual card, and then once all 7 cards have been flipped over, I will tell you what those cards are saying together. Are you ready? Okay, let's get started here. Of course, your question once again is, you want to know what's going on in the background with your husband. Of course, the husband's thought processes, feelings, emotions, things like this, and as well how your husband feels about your relationship. Let's get started. The first card that we have here is the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles actually talks about an opportunity that's going to be presented to you, an opportunity that you're going to be able to grab hold of. That's a really great way for this reading to start. Of course, we won't know the full message of the reading until we've flipped over all the cards. The next card that we have here is the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, once again, another card of opportunity. The 1 pentacle there represents opportunity, and Queens in a lot of cards represents loving and supportive energy. Opportunity presenting itself, opportunity with warm, loving, and supportive energy. This is looking good. Let's keep going. The next card that we have here is the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands here actually represents, and once again, this is from the perspective of your husband's view on things, okay? The Page of Wands actually represents a long journey and adventure. So it seems like your husband does understand that the two of you are meant to be together and that the two of you will be going on a long journey. This is good. This is good. The next card that we have here is the Empress. Wow. Okay. So the Empress actually represents, it's kind of like the feminine version of the Emperor. It's the Emperor card represents like having control, but the Empress also has love energy connected with her as well. So it's like having control of, you know, love life, love energy. So this isn't you getting more control over your love life and love energy, but this is essentially your husband wanting to feel like that he's more in control of this love energy. All right. The next card that we have here is the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles here essentially represents a great deal of opportunity. There's only one card better than the 9 of Pentacles, and that's the 10 of Pentacles when it comes to opportunities in the future. So this is an amazing card for a great deal of opportunities still waiting for you out there. So, you know, as we're looking at things from his perspective, this represents that he sees a lot of opportunity in you and the relationship continuing. The next card that we have here is the Sun. The Sun represents overcoming obstacles, leading to a bright future. That's amazing. And the last card that we have here, which could set the tone for this reading, for this question, we got the Page of Cups, which represents a delightful surprise is on the way. Overall here, very positive reading. So, especially what we're seeing here from, the first two cards we talked about opportunities, the Nine of Pentacles representing a lot of opportunities. Your husband understanding that this relationship that the two of you have is meant to last. It's meant to be a long road, and, wanting more control of kind of the love energy of this. These are all really great cards, especially this one, the Sun, which represents overcoming obstacles, leading to a bright future and some delightful surprises on the way. Something that I'm kind of picking up on kind of through the reading, it's not directly shown in this reading because it is a very positive reading, but this card, the Empress, represents your husband wanting more control. So this is something that might be preventing your husband from communicating quickly. This might be something that's preventing your husband from wanting to move things forward instantly. It's the fear of being rejected. Again, like previously, based on what you wrote through, you were the one that rejected him. You were the one that sent him away. I don't think he wanted to be sent away. I don't think he wanted things to end, but he did what you requested. Okay. The energy that I feel here is because you're the one that rejected him, and now you want him back. He's got fears and worries related to being rejected again, and he believes, and I'll tell you right now, he believes that there's a probability that you might reject him again when he thinks things are going good. So there's like fears and worries here that might prevent him from wanting to move forward with things quickly. You may have to make certain promises to him that you guarantee keep. One of those promises is not kind of pushing him away, not wanting him to go again. Like that's kind of a big aspect of this. When you did kind of push him away and tell him to go away, it was almost, not instantly, but in a short period of time, you realized that you missed him, that it was a mistake to push him away and end things. And that's kind of the big thing that's, I think, preventing him from just jumping back in, is his fear and worry of being rejected again. And I feel like he wants more control over the love life because of this. Okay. That's really the only issue that I'm seeing here. Beyond that, everything here is extremely positive, and he's just waiting for, the right sign from you. He's waiting for, not a deal. He's not looking to make a deal with you, but, he's waiting for you to say the right things. He's waiting for himself to kind of believe that you really truly want him back. And that's kind of the hesitation on his side, and is most likely the reason why, communication isn't where you want it to be yet. But we're not done with this reading. Oh no, we got more to do here. We're going to be doing a 3-card oracle reading. Now, these are oracle cards. I love oracle cards. They're different than tarot cards. Oracle cards actually have written words directly on them, so it's like getting advice direct from the universe or a higher power. Let's see what advice comes through our oracle cards here. Let's find out. Here we go. All right, let's see what comes through. Let's see what advice we get from the universe for you in regards to this. The first card that we have here, it says, nothing will come of this situation. Now, do note that this is not telling you that this isn't going to happen. It is going to happen. But what this card actually represents is nothing negative is going to come from this situation. Do note that things will move forward in a positive way. It might not move as fast as you want it to, because it's going to take your husband time to kind of get over the rejection and to kind of trust you again. But do note that, nothing will come of this situation basically represents nothing bad will come from this situation. Okay. The next card that we have here says the energy is gaining momentum. This talks about that positive energy gaining momentum, the possibility of things coming back and being good. We see a lot of that positive energy through these cards. In fact, there's only one card that kind of hinted at a negative thought process. Every other card here was absolutely positive. And the last oracle card that we have for you here, it is surrender to the divine. So it seems like maybe passion, passion energy, love energy, romantic energy, might be the thing that maybe perhaps moves things forward, surrendering to the divine. Do note that the positive energy is building here right now, and do note nothing bad will come of this situation. All right. That's it for this reading. Thanks so much for selecting me to do this reading for you. And of course, know that I'm here for you on Fiverr anytime.